Hello everyone, welcome to SCI-EASE. In the last video, I told you about the chemical equations. Here in this video, I will tell you about balanced and unbalanced chemical equations. So first is, what are balanced chemical equations? Balanced chemical equation has an equal number of atoms of different elements in the reactants and products. Okay? Means the elements present on the left hand side, all the elements present, their number that is equal to the number of all the elements present on the right hand side. The things will become more clear when I will take an example. Zinc Zn plus H2SO4 forming ZnSO4 plus H2. I am using this equation time and again, but it's a very important equation. Now, we will count the number of zinc, hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen atoms in both reactants and product side. Okay? First, we will see the number of the zinc atom in the reactants. In reactants, it's 1. In products, it's again 1. Number of hydrogen atom in the reactant side, that is 2. And number of hydrogen in the product side, that is again 2. Come to number of sulfur atoms. Number of sulfur atoms in the reactant side, it's 1. And again, it's 1 in the product side. Now, come to the last atom, that is oxygen atom. There are 4 oxygen atom in the reactant side and 4 oxygen atom in the product side. This means that the number of atoms of different elements in the reactant side, that is equal to the number of the atoms of different elements in the product side. This means that this equation is balanced. Okay? Another method to see whether the equation is balanced or unbalanced, that is, you can add the masses of different elements present in the reactant side. They should be equal to the masses of all the atoms of different elements on the product side. Means this is in accordance with the law of conservation of mass. You will see that both are equal. This means that this equation is balanced. I have already told you many balanced equations in the last video. That is carbon plus oxygen, C plus O2 forming CO2, dissociation of CaCO3 forming, when we will heat it, what will be the result? CaO plus CO2. So there are many equations which are already balanced. But there are some equations, there are many equations you can say, which are unbalanced. So what do you mean by unbalanced chemical equations? Unbalanced chemical equation has an unequal. It has an unequal number of atoms of 1 or more element in the reactant and the products. So for this, we will take a very simple equation, H2 plus O2 forming 2H2O. 2H2 only. Still, it's H2 plus O2 forming H2O. Okay? Now, again count the number of the hydrogen atoms on the reactant side. The number of the hydrogen atom in the reactant side, that is 2. And in the product side, it's again 2. Count the number of the oxygen atom in the reactant side, there are 2, and the number of the oxygen atom in the product side, it's 1. This means that this equation is not balanced, it's unbalanced, because the number of oxygen atoms on both sides of the chemical equation, they are unequal. Okay? So, what we are to do? We are to balance it. We are to balance it. Sometimes some students say that, ma'am, can we write O? If we will write O here like this, then it will be balanced. But mind it, we cannot change the formula of the molecule. We cannot change the formula. We are to write just some integer like 2, 3, 4 before the formula. We are not to change the formula of the substance. So, in order to balance it, what we will do? We are to balance oxygen. So, I will write here 2 before H2O. Now, oxygen is balanced. But at the same time, hydrogen here is 4. So, what I will do? I will put 2 here in order to balance hydrogen. Okay? So, what is balanced chemical equation? That is when equation has an equal number of atoms of different elements in the reactants and products. So here this equation that will be balanced. You can take many more equations. In order to be perfect, you are to balance it. I will take up this balancing of the chemical equation in my next video. Here I want to tell you what is the difference between the balanced and unbalanced equation. So I think the things are clear to all of you. I will meet in the next video and will practice balancing of the chemical equation. Till then, thank you very much.